boy, welcome back to the channel, guys. This is your friend Cartman. Today I got some awesome replays to share with you guys from the clan capital. We're going to be two-shotting all of the districts with a variety of army comps that'll hopefully help you guys in this next raid weekend. If you guys do like today's video, please smash that like button for me. And if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Your support is greatly appreciated. All right, guys, let's jump right into that first attack. All right, guys, first up, we're going to be taking a look at Golem Quarry, and we're going to be coming in with the Hog Yard attack. We've got the Hog Raiders and the Graveyard spells. Graveyard spells down around the Rocket Artilleries, the Blast Bow, and that combo Blast Bow and Rocket Artillery area. And now we're just going to start bringing in our Battle Rams. We want to open up some of these wall compartments, use a few Barbarians to clear out the trash, and get this deployment zone opened up, and in come the Hog Raiders. And they're going to be coming in to stun as many defenses as possible right here, guys. I'm mainly concentrating on this right-hand side, trying to clear it out and just letting those Graveyard spells distract the Rocket Artilleries and Blast Bows. We do try a couple Hog Raiders to try to snipe off the Rocket Artillery on this bottom left-hand side down here, but it's not really working because the Blast Bows are just shredding those hogs. But we are able to take out the right-hand side of the base for the most part, and we do have it set up nicely for our second attack. Got a few Barbarians coming here, cleaning out a little bit of this trash for our second attack. That way the deployment zone is opened up. And right now we're just going to bring in those last few Hog Raiders, try to get this Crusher out of the way. That will be nice for our next hit. Don't get the Crusher taken out, but that's all right. And you can see we only got 2,000 capital gold. Your first attack with the Graveyard, it can be a little underwhelming, but you don't want to give up. The Graveyard spells really become way more powerful in the second hit when you have 6 Graveyard spells. As you can see, we're going to place them here around some different areas and along that last Rocket Artillery that didn't have a Graveyard spell. Now we're going to bring in our Battle Rams, start getting these wall compartments opened up, get a few skeletons spawning. And now we're just going to start bringing in those Hog Raiders one at a time. We want to stun as many defenses as possible so we can get them taken out. Preserve as many Hog Raiders as we can. And you can see right here, we're just going to methodically start working our way from right to left, taking out defenses, letting skeletons continue to spawn, and they will take out defenses on their own as well. And you can see now we have a bunch of hogs moving through the base. A lot of skeletons have spawned as well, taking out these key defenses. We still have Hog Raiders to deploy, so we're going to come in here, try to stun this last Rocket Artillery, but it actually goes down before we can stun it. So we're going to bring in another couple pair here, trying to stun this multi-mortar and this last Blast Bow. And you can see, guys, we still have plenty of force to get through this district and get that nice 2-hit 3-star. If you haven't used the Hog Raiders at the clan capital, I recommend you give it a try. They are very, very powerful, and you can use them on a whole bunch of these districts with great success. And there we have it, the nice and easy triple. All right, guys, next up, we're going to be taking a look at Skeleton Park, and we've got Excalibur coming in here with the Rocket Loon Graveyard attack. He's got a few Barbarians and Battle Rams to open up this first section here, and he's just going to let those Barbarians and Battle Rams work, try to take out these defenses. He doesn't want to place the Graveyard spells yet because he wants to spawn air skeletons, so now that the Battle Rams and Barbarians are pretty much dead, he's going to place his first Graveyard spell on this Rocket Artillery on the left-hand side, get one Rocket Artillery there at 7:30 and place his last Graveyard on that minion hive. And now we're just going to start bringing in the Rocket Loons. And they are so quick, you can just target so many defenses across this whole map. And you can see right here, just they are going down like crazy. He has tons of Rocket Loons up. air skeletons are distracting these rocket artilleries and other defenses. And he's going to make a nice dent in this district on his first hit. And if you can get close to 50% on your first hit, you should be thinking about the 2-hit triple. You should have a good chance at getting that pulled off. And we're going to speed it up here because we have a ton of these air skeletons, but it's going to take them a while to get through this district hall. They're going to be able to get through that district hall for us, clear out that barracks, and also work on a little more trash. That's going to be nice for the deployment zone for this next hit. You can see it really open up there. And with this trash clan house, it will open up even more. About half of the map is opened up for the deployment zone, so that's really nice, in addition to being at close to 50%. So now we're going to use these graveyard spells in just a minute. He likes to open with these barbarians and battle rams to take out a few defenses. Got down an air defense and a super wizard tower. Now the rest of the graveyard spells, the rocket loons are going to start collapsing from every direction on as many individual defensive targets as he can. And you can see right here, we're just overwhelming the base with the rocket loons and the air skellies. Do have a little bit of trouble there on the back end because we have the air balloons. We have that Mega Hidden Tesla spear thrower, rapid rockets, and that minion hive still working. And you can see we have just a wall of rocket loons coming in here, and they're going to be strong enough to get the job done. Lots of air skellies on the backside to take out whatever these rocket loons fail to take out, but they're going to get the job done just enough right here. We have one rocket loon up, tons of air skellies, so they're just going to clear out all of these defenses that are left and these trash buildings, and it is another nice and easy 2-hit triple. Next up, guys, we've got Balloon Lagoon. We've got Saint coming in here with the opener with a rocket loon graveyard opening right now. If you see all these buildings out here that are just free for the taking, you want to try to get them with a barbarian, maybe a minion. I mean, whatever you can get the most value out of with the least troop capacity. But right now you can see he's got a barbarian cleaning out all these trash buildings, a battle ram coming in to open up this wall area and get that deployment zone expanded right here. Got another battle ram to get through this wall. And I just going to start bringing in these rocket loons just in a massive wave. All 3 of the graveyard spells on these 3 rocket artilleries. And he's just going to overwhelm and just muscle through this first part of the base with these rocket loons. Nothing fancy here, guys. They're going to be able to push in here, take out several air targeting defenses, along with these single infernos. We're going to get the air bombs down right here as well. And it's going to be set up really nice for this next attack. And so on this next attack, we're going to be coming in here. 7th account is coming in. He's going to place his graveyard spells down and actually come in here with his battle rams first, along with some archers. And they're going to be able to spawn ground skellies. And the ground skellies are actually going to be able to take out these defenses on their own. And so now he's got the sneaky archers in. They're going to be taking out a few of these key defenses. When the sneaky archers do die, they'll spawn more skeletons, continue to take out these defenses. He's got a few sneaky archers working along the right-hand side to take out that air bombs and that rocket artillery. And at the meantime, sneaky archers and skeletons are working on this core. They've already got 2 of the rocket artilleries down. And you can see the method to the madness here, guys. Using these ground troops to actually form the skeletons, take out these defenses, and then the actual rocket loons will be the cleanup here at the end. So you're trying to take out as many air targeting defenses as you can with the skeletons and the sneaky archers. It's a nice, interesting approach, but it does get the job done. It is very powerful. And you can see right here, still working his way with these sneaky archers, just being patient, taking out as many defenses with the skeletons as he can. And now we're getting down to where it is rocket loon time. Rocket loons to take out the rocket artillery on the right-hand side. The rocket artillery already went down in the core to the air skellies, I believe. And there is not that much left here, guys. These rocket loons are going to be able to get through the spear throwers and what remaining few defenses there are without any trouble. And now it's just a matter of cleanup. You can see a little different approach using the graveyard spells there to actually use the skeletons to not tank or distract, but to actually do the damage to the defenses and set it up where there's not much left for your rocket loons to be targeted by. In the end, gets the nice and easy 3-star. All right, guys, next up we're going to be going to Builder's Workshop. Got one of my favorite attacks on deck. Going to be coming in with the Super Dragon Graveyard attack. Use our battle rams to open up these wall compartments. Get one graveyard spell down. Going to send in 3 rocket loons. Start providing some tanking. Take down a few key defenses. Get that first Super Dragon down. And now when the air skeletons spawn, they will tank for this Super Dragon to start doing work. Get our second graveyard spell down. Bring in one more pack of rocket loons. Start spawning air skellies. Provide a little tanking. Do some damage on some defenses. And this first Super Dragon is going to be able to clear out this entire section. We're going to bring in the minion horde right here on the left-hand side to start cleaning out these trash buildings. That'll expand this deployment area and also push this Super Dragon up toward 12 o'clock on this attack. Now we're going to place a graveyard spell up there at 12 o'clock. Start bringing in our rocket loons right now to start tanking. Bring in another Super Dragon so they can work through this corner once the air skellies are spawning. This attack works really well. You want to use your air skeletons to tank for your Super Dragons. If nothing is shooting your Super Dragons, they're going to be able to get great value. Now these Super Dragons are going to go back to the core, so we're going to place a rocket loon and one Super Dragon up here toward 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock to clear out these high priority buildings or high HP buildings, really. We just want to get them out of the way so that deployment zone is opened up really nice toward this blast bow for our second hit. The Super Dragons are, at this point, they're exposed. We don't have much tanking left, so we want them just to get down as many defenses or any buildings they can. And you can see we're well above 50% here, close to 60%. And it's going to be a very nice setup for our next attack. In fact, get to 59%. These air skellies aren't going to be able to do anything. There's a lot of damage around that blast bow. Now we're coming in for our second hit. We're going to get a graveyard spell down around this blast bow. Again, about 3 rocket loons is just right. Take out as many air targeting defenses as possible. The air skellies will start spawning, distracting these defenses, and start tanking for your Super Dragon. Now you can see we have a ton of air skeletons coming down here from 6 o'clock toward like 7:30. So we're going to bring in a couple rocket loons in there along with the Super Dragon to start taking advantage of that tanking. That Super Dragon is going to be able to melt through these defenses. Get another graveyard spell on these rapid rockets. Another one in the corner. Bring in our remaining rocket loons right here. Take out as many of these air targeting defenses as we can. Place our last Super Dragon, guys, and we have dominated this base. We have all 3 Super Dragons up. Tons of tanking still up. Didn't even use our minions. And we got the 3-star. Nice and easy. Yeah, boy. All right, guys. Next up is Wizard Valley. And we've got Average Joe coming in here with a Barch approach. It's just going to be the graveyard spells in combination with the Barbs, Battle Rams, and Sneaky Archers. Barbarians for these trash buildings on the outside of the base. Going to start using now the Battle Rams to come in, start trying to open up as many of these walls and deployment areas as possible. And then once you get your value with your Barbs and Battle Rams, it's going to be time for the Sneaky Archers. And the whole time they're going to be spawning skeletons, and those skeletons are going to be doing work trying to take out as many defenses as they can in combination with your sneaky archers and barbarians. You can see just flooding the base with these barbarians. They are actually pretty strong on their own. They can take down defenses pretty quick. Now the sneaky archers are coming in. Going to get this single inferno taken out. Working on as many of these defenses as they can. In fact, going to get both these single infernos out, which can be troublesome when you're running ground troops here. So we're going to get those taken out. Still have both of the giant cannons, it looks like, to deal with. So a lot of splash damage you want to get taken out with the second attack. But not bad. 37%, 2,400 capital gold, but it's going to take a lot more than that to get this triple. Over 6,000 capital gold remaining in this last hit. You can see we got the graveyard spells down. Go start coming in again with the barbs and the battle rams, trying to start spawning those skeletons on the ground. Once those skellies start spawning, then it's time to start using your sneaky archers to take out key defenses and let those skeletons go to work. It's going to flood this left-hand side by the district hall with barbarians. They're able to make quick work of that. Push through this super wizard tower, and now he's going to start bringing in these sneaky archers, which will help start taking out these defenses while the skeletons are distracting. And you see just every defense is surrounded right here, it seems like, by troops. Whether it be barbarians or skeletons or sneaky archers, they're just working all in combination to shrink down this base, taking out all of these defenses. And you can see it just gets the job done. There's so many targets, it will just overwhelm these defenses and help you get that nice 2-hit triple. A few defenses up here on the top side of the base. You can see there are still barbarians, tons of sneaky archers alive. Still has troops to deploy. They're going to be able to push their way through here and get it taken out. No problem. All right, guys. Next up, we've got Dragon Cliffs. Now, Dragon Cliffs is one of the hardest districts to 2-hit in the clan capital, guys. And we're going to be using these Inferno Dragons to help neutralize the Super Dragons on this map. We got the Flying Fortress in. We got some tanking from the rocket loons and the skelly barrels, and now that Inferno Dragon is going to melt this first Super Dragon, no problem. We've got a graveyard spell in front of our Flying Fortress, and we're going to place another graveyard spell around this blast bow as we work up towards that single Inferno and that blast bow. And now we're going to be using a few more of our rocket loons to come in here, take out a few more air targeting defenses, and also create some air skeletons for tanking. We've got more skeleton barrels in now. We've got our heal spell to make sure our Flying Fortress is staying alive as that single Inferno and that blast bow are very, very dangerous. Now, once this Super Dragon comes over, we're going to be using our Inferno Dragons to come in here, melt through this Super Dragon as quickly as possible. Our Flying Fortress is hitting the single Inferno, trying to get it taken down, but it has sustained major damage. Now, luckily, when our Flying Fortress goes down, these ground skellies are going to do some great work. They're going to be able to take out the blast bow. We've got a couple Inferno Dragons still flying around here, taking out a few more defenses, and these ground skeletons are getting major value for us, taking out some of these air targeting defenses and really opening up this deployment zone for our second attack. Now we're going to do the same attack here. We've got the Flying Fortress going to be able to come in here, pick off a few defenses that won't damage it very much, if at all. The bomb tower can't target it. Now we're going to be taking a little bit of fire from this air defense. We're going to bring in a rocket loon to help start tanking. Now the Super Dragon is going to start getting pulled over, and once it does, we're going to start bringing in a skeleton barrel to help start tanking, and then an Inferno Dragon in behind to lock on and roast through this Super Dragon. It works beautifully, takes out that Super Dragon, and now our Flying Fortress is just taking out defenses one at a time. We got our graveyard spells down here around 7 o'clock. You can see they're doing work with some of these rocket loons, taking out these defenses, working their way towards that single inferno. That's our next defense that we've got to get down because we want to protect this flying fortress. So we're going to bring in some skelly barrels and an inferno dragon. We want to get that taken out as quickly as possible. So we're going to use the inferno dragon to take out the single inferno tower. That protects our flying fortress. Now we have tons of air skellies following this flying fortress. I wish they're in front of it really, but that's okay. So we're going to place our heal spell because that super dragon is in the area. And once the super dragon gets distracted from this flying fortress, we will again place our inferno dragons that come in here. They will beam up and get this super dragon taken out. And now we've just got this last remaining really corner of the base to deal with. We still have an inferno dragon there to help us. So we're going to wait on this last inferno dragon. We've got the flying fortress coming across the base very, very slowly towards this last set of defenses. And we have our 2 inferno dragons. Once those 2 inferno dragons get close to the super dragon, we're going to bring in our last remaining inferno dragon to make sure this super dragon goes down. If the super dragon doesn't go down, this attack is going to fail because our flying fortress cannot take out a super dragon. You can see we roasted through it nicely there. And our flying fortress is going to be able to finish off the rest of this base, guys. And that is a beautiful 2-hit triple on Dragon Cliffs. And when you see those inferno dragons taking out those super dragons on this base, it is a satisfying feeling, let me tell you. That was very nice. All right, guys, that leaves one district to go through, and that's going to be Barbarian Camp, guys. We're going to be coming in here with Zap Rocket Loons. Still one of my favorite strategies. We're going to use 4 lightning to take out these rapid rockets, and that super giant post, use the remaining lightnings to weaken that air defense and rapid rockets. We got our barbarians in, cleaning out these clan houses to get this deployment zone opened up. And once this deployment zone is opened up, guys, we're going to be able to bring in our rocket loons one at a time, targeting these defenses and getting this base shredded. You can see right here, we're just going to be real patient with our rocket loons, bringing them in, trying to take out 1 or 2 defenses with each pack if we're able to. And there are a lot of air defenses here kind of on this right-hand side, but then on the left, we can kind of clear it out and get some really nice value through there, just with like a spear thrower left. So that's kind of our goal, trying to take out as many of these air targeting defenses as we can to take advantage of that on our second hit. At the same time, we've used a few battle rams just to open up some more walls and deployment area. Unfortunately, I needed 1 more set to really open up this wall to access that rocket artillery on the left-hand side. So we're going to switch it up and just continue to work on this right-hand side with our rocket loons. We want to take out these air bombs if possible, work our way toward that air defense. And like I said, kind of clear out everything on this right-hand side that we can. And you see there's not really a whole lot left here. We can get some nice value right now because there are so few air defenses left. Working our way now toward that last air bombs in the picture. And once we get it taken down, it's really nice because there's just that 1 spear thrower really guarding quite a few hit points in the center of the base. We're opening up this deployment area now on the right-hand side. And we're going to fast forward as we're going to use those minions to clear out this core of the base, since we don't really have anything to target them except for that spear thrower, which is out of range. So we get tons of hit points taken out right there and set up our next attack, guys. Now with this next attack, we've got that deployment zone opened up on the right-hand side, so we're going to take advantage of that. We're going to use our lightning right here, finish off these air defenses, finish off the top side. Now the hidden Teslas do pop up, but that's no issue. I'm going to place our graveyard spells down, get our flying fortress in on this hit, and we're going to start bringing in those rocket loons, start protecting this flying fortress, taking out as many of these air targeting defenses as we can. going to target the spear thrower and use another set of rocket loons to make sure this rocket artillery goes down. Let them start pathing their way over toward these 2 mega hidden Teslas. And we have a pack of minions that are cleaning up these trash buildings and making sure this deployment zone is going to open up for us so that we can deploy more rocket loons close to their targets and really maximize their value. Right here, another pack of rocket loons take out this spear thrower. On the top side, we're bringing in a minion horde because we have only ground targeting defenses left up there now. And now we're going to bring in some more rocket loons to start taking toward this air bombs here in just a second, because we got the flying fortress a little bit exposed. As it makes its way toward the air bombs, we're going to bring in a pack of minions, try to distract just a little bit, but that mega hidden Tesla does not care at all. So we're going to bring in the rocket loons, try to get to this spear thrower in the core. They're able to take that out. And now we've got our last remaining area of concern here is that last rocket artillery. We're going to wait till it's distracted a little bit, bring in our last pack of rocket loons to get that rocket artillery taken out. And now we have plenty of tanking coming in from one of our graveyard spells just in time. And this flying fortress is going to finish off this district, guys, for the nice 2-hit triple. And those are some different attacks that you guys can use on all the districts in the clan capital. I hope this video was useful. I hope you've seen some attack strategies you want to try in your next raid weekend. Until next time, clash on, my friends.